Hi everyone, Skyler the Scottman. We're here to do a driving video today. We're going to be heading east on M-102 today, which is pretty much going to be just about all of, or almost all of M-102 is going to be on 8 Mile, except for like the last little stretch, which you'll see what I mean as we get toward the end of the video. But we're going to be heading east on the entirety of M-102. So it's a highway which runs, again, mostly along 8 Mile from M5 or Grand River over near like Inkster Road and like Farmington Hills and Livonia, and heads all the way to I-94 and like the Harper Woods and Grosse Pointe areas. Yeah, it is a nice morning out today. Mostly sunny out. It is a warm one though. The car thermometer is already reading 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert that to Celsius, it's almost 27 degrees. And it's not even lunchtime yet, but we did just have a cold front come through, so it's gonna be a little cooler than it was yesterday. But yeah, I've previously done 8 Mile and also M102 going west, but I figured I'd go east this time. We might as well go the opposite direction for this one today. Anyway, with it being a Sunday morning, it's not all that bad traffic-wise. So right now we're on the border. So this is 8 Mile Road, or also it can be known as Baseline Road too. And this is the border between Oakland County to the left and Wayne County to the right. So to the right, that is Redford Township, and to the left, that is Southfield. Yeah, what's nice about this stretch of 8 Mile is that, yeah, it's 4 lanes in each direction. Yep, and then now we just got out of Redford Township, so now for the rest of the video, almost the rest of the video, from here on out, the right side of the road is now going to be the city limits for Detroit. Well, the left side for now is still Southfield. And we got an interchange here for Telegraph Road, or US 24. And yeah, they just recently redid the whole interchange there, which it's one of these days I need to refilm southbound 24 or Telegraph Road. Because 2 reasons. One, the old video is really old and not the best quality. I think it was still even before I was using the GoPro camera, which was my previous camera I was using for the driving videos. Where now I'm using the DJI Osmo Action 5 camera. But also, yeah, they redid that whole interchange. You can't really see it from 8 Mile, but it's more on the Telegraph side. But it'll be neat to show that at some point. Just had to figure out a good day to be able to do that one. So we have a mix of activity going on here. I'm seeing a roller rink to the right, and also some apartments and a McDonald's there. And this is Lasser Road here. It's like I figured I'd do this video because there are a lot of driving videos that I want to film in the area, especially like out like in Macomb County, but everything's under construction, where it's not just construction, it's road closures. And in fact, I was trying to film a driving video yesterday, and there was no mention of a road closure yet. When I got over there, they had the road completely shut down. It's like not even Google Maps was even showing it. So it's like, what's up with that? But this one will be nice and safe though, just because this is a highly traveled route, and if there was a closure on it, it'd be marked. Whether it's on Google Maps or even like on MDOT's website, which is MDOT's short for Michigan Department of Transportation. because they have like a nice map showing all the construction projects going on in the state with all the interstates, U.S. highways, and state highways. Like M-102 is a state highway. And I'm glad I'm filming eastbound. There's some construction going on the westbound lanes. Yep, and we're crossing over Evergreen Road. It's like a lot of these north and south roads we're passing up. I filmed a lot of them. I don't know if I filmed Lassa Road or not. I might have to check my backlog, because or not my backlog, but I have to check my videos I've uploaded, because if not, that's another video I need to film. Because Lassa Road starts out on the west side of Detroit, heads all the way up toward like Bloomfield Hills and Bloomfield Township, like up at Square Lake Road area. So I might have to check on that one. Because I have this weird feeling I did not film it. Or maybe I did, I just can't remember. And on the other side of this traffic light, we got the intersection for the Southfield Freeway. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and merge back over to the left. So here's the Southfield Freeway right here. It's like the service drive is just Southfield Road, but you can get onto the Southfield Freeway at that intersection there. And then you're coming from the westbound lanes. They have this nice little connector road, which will take you over to the Southfield Freeway. Where eastbound, you just turn right at the main traffic light. And we're coming up to the interchange for not only the Lodge Freeway, but also for Greenfield Road. So to get to either one of those, you're going to want to take the right ramp there at this exit ramp here. So through traffic continues in the left 3 lanes, and it goes right over M10 or the Lodge Freeway and also Greenfield Road. So it's a nice little bypass. Oh, it looks like there's a new Costco off to the left there. You can't see it from the camera, but it's over where Northland Mall used to be. So it just went over the Lodge Freeway there, and then now we are going over Greenfield Road right here. So now we still have the trail on the right side, and to the left we now have the city of Oak Park. So yeah, it is nice that with that overpass, we get to bypass traffic lights for the Lodge Freeway and Greenfield Road. And yeah, they just have the sign there showing Oak Park on the left and Detroit on the right, but you already know that because I just told you. You got slower traffic in this left center lane, so I need to get back over. So yeah, the traffic is starting to get a little heavier, even for a Sunday morning. I can only imagine if I would have done this yesterday, but oh wow, it's really slowing down in this lane, but I can probably get over. Although this did not help much. Okay, I can get over one more and then we'll be good. Okay, so we just crossed over Coolidge Highway. Well, it's Coolidge Highway on the Oakland County side and Schaefer Highway on the Wayne County side. Although the interesting thing is Schaefer Highway, once you get down into E-Course, which is where the road ends over by like where Jefferson Avenue is, it becomes Coolidge once again. So I noticed that when I filmed that driving video. I'm trying to remember, it was earlier this year or like late last year. And yeah, this is Myers Road here. A much smaller road, like nothing as big as Coolidge/Schaefer or even Wyoming Avenue, which will be coming up in just a little bit here. Okay, so yeah, not even this traffic light, but yeah, this traffic light here, yeah, this is Wyoming Avenue. There's a Kroger on the left, also a Dollar Tree. But yeah, I forgot to point this out, but this is one of the most famous roads in all of Detroit, just because it's, of course, it's the movie 8 Mile starring famous rapper Eminem, who's from the Detroit area. It was named after this road. So I would say of all the mile roads in Metro Detroit, this is the most famous one. We've got a couple of fast food restaurants like KFC and Wendy's over at this intersection, as well as 3 different gas stations. I like how there's an Amoco and a BP station at the same intersection, where it's basically the same company when it comes to gas stations. And that light back there, that was Livonia, which in fact, yeah, where we are right now, it's still Detroit on the right, but on the left is Ferndale. So Oak Park does not go too far east and west, because we're now like in the Ferndale area, at least on the left side. And we are now approaching Woodward Avenue. So this is another bypass of the intersection with Woodward Avenue. So to get to Woodward, you get off at this exit here, and then you have an actual traffic light where you can go south on Woodward down toward downtown Detroit, also Highland Park, or you go the opposite direction and head up toward Ferndale, Royal Oak, Birmingham, and eventually up to Pontiac. And in fact, yesterday was the Woodward Dream Cruise, which takes place on every third Saturday of August. Which that's always a great time. In fact, I not for a video or anything, because it'd be way too long of a video. I can probably get over. But yeah, I drove up it yesterday, like in early afternoon, seeing all the different cars driving along the road, and of course a bunch of the old cars parked off to the side. So that's always a really cool thing to see. And then I even filmed a walking tour around Birmingham, Michigan, and they had part of Old Woodward closed down to have a bunch of old classic cars on display, and that was really cool to see. So I got to check that out and show that in my video too. And wow, this is a record for these type of driving videos, for these driving videos with traffic lights, where this is my first traffic light I'm stopping at in this entire video. Like, or hold the phone. It's like, I spoke too soon. It's like I almost came to a complete stop, but not quite. According to my speedometer, it got down to 1 mile per hour, but So, technically speaking, I never had to stop. Yep, here is John R. So right now, where we are now, of course, Detroit's on the right, and then Hazel Park is on the left. And this exit here is for I-75, where we have a smaller like little interchange to get onto I-75. And this is a little overpass going over I-75, as well as different traffic lights for it. Rumor has it that sometime in the future, they're going to completely redo this whole interchange with I-75 here, to where I think this is to become an at-grade intersection with a different configuration. I think they'll also enable I-75 to have 4 lanes in each direction underneath 8 Mile, because right now it's only 3, even though both stretches of I-75 going north and south of the interchange are 4 lanes, but it goes down to 3 lanes right at 8 Mile. Although it looks like now we're going to be officially stopping at this traffic light, because I don't think it's going to last like 5 seconds like that other one. Even so, I don't think I was even stopped for 30 seconds. So right here, this is the intersection of DeQuinder. So this is a tri-county border here. So DeQuinder, of course, continues south into Detroit. And of course, if you look to the south on DeQuinder going left, there's even the road, Conan Street goes off to the left, and it'll take you, go down another couple miles or so, it'll take you down to where the original Buddy's Pizza is located. Which one of these days I should probably film DeQuinder going south, because that might be a cool thing to show, but even continue further south past 8 Mile. Oh, that's a beautiful church up to the right there. But anyway, reason why I was saying tri-county border is because when you go north on DeQuinder from 8 Mile, it becomes the border of Oakland County and Macomb County. So right now, this is now the Macomb County, Wayne County border, with Detroit on the right, and then the left we have Warren. A lot more traffic in this lane. I'm gonna go ahead and get over. Yeah, definitely feel like it's a little bit more of a slower go, like after we got past I-75. And over here, this is Ryan Road. It's like a lot of the north and south roads over in the east side here, especially when you go up toward into Macomb County. Yeah, I've done most of these. Yeah, like Ryan Road, DeQuinder, Mound Road, Van Dyke, and of course, what I mean is all of them going north, I would say. Hayes Road, I think, is one exception, just because there are a lot of gaps in it. But even if I wanted to do that, there's a road closure up in Sterling Heights right now for Hayes Road, to where I came and filmed the video. Even if I wanted to go south on that road, that's completely shut down due to construction. But yep, road construction is absolutely everywhere here. Although, we're hardly seeing any on 8 Mile. I think I saw one thing on the other side of the road going west. Although I will say, yeah, Mound Road, I did film a video going south, because I combined it with eastbound Auburn Road, which comes down and it turns into Mound Road. So this road over here, Mound Road, I filmed northbound a while ago, but southbound I just filmed not too long ago. Maybe just a few weeks ago. And that's Mount Elliott Street there. It only goes to the south into Detroit. Yeah, I forgot there was a railroad crossing there. I'd be curious how many trains do go on that during the day, however. Up Sherwood Avenue there. Even past like a White Castle. Yeah, we're mostly seeing like residential neighborhoods off to the right, and then seeing more in the way of businesses to the left. Although there's neighborhoods off the road a ways, though, too. So over here we have a busy intersection. This is M53 or Van Dyke. And there's road construction on the other side, so westbound 8 miles. I'm glad I'm filming eastbound today. And just think, M53 going north, which is Van Dyke, that goes all the way up to the tip of the thumb of Michigan, like Port Austin, Michigan. So it goes a very long way. And yeah, that's kind of a sad sight to see to the right. Yeah, looked like there were a bunch of stores in there at one time. Looked like there's one store remaining, although it's saying everything must go. So yeah, it's like not really seeing anything in there anymore, which is again sad to see. And to the left, that is Hoover Road. I remember filming that video, I think, earlier this year. And of course, Hoover Road goes up into Warren. And then there's a small stretch of Hoover that continues going south into Detroit right there. And this intersection here is M-97 or Groesbeck Highway. Which Groesbeck Highway heads northeast up kind of like toward the Mount Clemens area, although it stays west of downtown Mount Clemens. But yeah, I'd say this has been a nice drive so far. I'm glad I'm filming this on a Sunday morning because, again, traffic is definitely not as bad compared to filming this on a Saturday. And, of course, I can't film this on the week or during the week because that's, well, I work during the week, so... And here, this is Shaner Road. Wow, more construction on the other side, too. However, it looks like they're working on Shaner Road, so that's why there's some lane closures on the westbound lanes right now. Yeah, there's been 0 lane closures going east so far. Which can't complain, because construction's everywhere. So it's nice to get a break like this. All right, perfect. And then coming up shortly, we're going to be approaching the traffic light for Gratiot Avenue. Not this light here. This is, I think, just the turnaround for people to get to Gratiot. And then the... Yep, so this light here, this is Gratiot Avenue or M3. Gratiot going southwest will take you right into downtown Detroit, and Gratiot northeast heads up into Eastpointe. Because right now, so this is Hayes Road right here, going into Detroit to the right. So right now we have Detroit on the right and then Eastpointe on the left, which Eastpointe originally was called East Detroit, but the city was renamed to Eastpointe. I forgot what year it was, but I think it was when I was a kid. Yeah, traffic's gotten a little lighter since I passed up Gratiot and also Hayes Road. Got some nice homes right on 8 Mile here on the right, and also the left too. All right, and then, well, not this immediate traffic light, this next one, this is Kelly Road. And now we have reached the eastern end of Detroit, because after we pass up Kelly Road here, this is now Harper Woods. So we have Eastpointe on the left and now Harper Woods on the right. And there used to be the Eastland Mall to the right, but they tore down Eastland Mall, and now we have different businesses in there. Never heard of Jimmy Jazz before, so that's really interesting. So now M-102 officially breaks away from 8 Mile right here. So to continue on 8 Mile, you'll make a left there at that traffic light, and you cross over. That turns into 8 Mile. So M-102 continues on this, which I've always never really been told to pronounce. I think it's Vernier Road, but it could be pronounced Vernier Road. I've never really heard the pronunciation before. Shockingly enough, the fact I've lived in Metro Detroit most of my life, but anyway, so M-102 continues now going a little more to the southeast. So now we're truly just in Wayne County, because 8 Mile still serves as the county border between Macomb and Wayne County. So now we're entirely in Harper Woods. In fact, M-102 is going to be ending at this upcoming traffic light. So at this light is the end of M-102. If you go a little bit further east, that just becomes Vernier Road itself without the M-102 truncation, and then it ends up at Jefferson Avenue about another couple miles from now. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video here on M-102 going east from M5 at Grand River and M5 all the way over to I-94 here in Harper Woods. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out. And one last thing I'll say is, I can't believe I only had to stop at one traffic light in that video and almost a second one.